Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kentucky Garden Gal. This is Nancy. It is Thursday and it is Thrifting Thursday. But we are going into this Thrifting Thursday a little bit different because this week we reached 800 subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm so happy and I am so appreciative of all of you who subscribe to my channel, who leave comments and offer feedback and are just so supportive, and I'm so thankful for this community that we have. So let's get started with all the good treasures I found this week. So what you're looking at here is a garden tin that I found on Facebook Marketplace for $5. I just thought it was beautiful. I saw it. It was $5 and I didn't know where I was going to put it. Not sure this is its permanent home, but I think it looks awfully pretty. So you can see it's in good condition. The colors are simply beautiful. And I just really liked the Victorian look of this. So that had to come home with me. Now let's go look at the next thing that I'm working on. Today I received this piece of granite, which will be the base for my dad's headstone. When I was looking into what I wanted to put in the cemetery for him, I wanted it to be very personal. I wanted it to be just something a little different. Like I sort of had in my mind what I wanted, but I just wasn't able to come across it. So, you know me, I decided to make it myself. So I did a ton of research and I ended up ordering this actual headstone from a company online. Now I was very, very leery, and that's something that I've gotten markers, but not spent this much money, so I was a little leery. I read all the reviews and basically did some research, and this is what I found out. You can order anything you want just about from Amazon. This piece was from a third-party seller at Amazon, and the way that the process worked, I went to their website. I picked out what I wanted. I feel it was just like a little application where you fill in the blanks, and then I submitted 2 pictures for them to use. And they contacted me. We worked on this. They sent me, they emailed and texted me and sent me proofs. And then when I was pleased with the final proof, they went ahead and they made this for me and they shipped it to me. And basically what this kind of does is cut out the middleman. So I got what I wanted and at a pretty nice discount. So the way the granite came about, I have a neighbor who owns a granite business, and he sometimes sells pieces of granite, and he had marble out in his yard that he had been trying to sell. And so one day I saw him outside and I was like, I would like to purchase this. And he was like, oh, no, for you, it's free. And I said, no, let me pay you. And he wanted to know what I was going to use it for. And I told him, and he said, no, you need granite. And he said, I have the perfect piece. He came in and he looked at this and we did some measurements. And he said, I have the perfect piece and I want to gift this to you. So very, very grateful for that. Now I have these 2 pieces. So what's the next step? I'm going to go on Amazon and I'm going to order vases to go on either side, and then there are brackets that you can buy from Amazon. I'm not going to touch this in case I don't want it to fall and break, but this will actually stand up in the center of this granite. We will glue the vases on each side, and then in the very back I'm going to have a cross, and it's going to be pretty tall, and I may go ahead and have this headstone set without the cross because it may take me a while to find what I want. But my son is going to make a 4-inch thick slab for this, and this will go right on top of it, and it'll be secure. I know it may seem odd that you can do things like this, but I have been caring for my family cemetery for the last couple of years. Cameron and I have sort of taken that on as a hobby project, and I go up and I clean the graves, I repair. If something is wobbly, I take a really good, like a E6000 or liquid nails, and I go up and I repair the graves. And I have been purchasing markers from Amazon, and now I'm going back and I'm adding vases. They have some, the ones I'm going to get for Dad, it's going to be glued on here, but they do have some with the 3 prongs that go in the ground that I have had very, very good success with. Very pleased. So if your cemetery allows it, don't be hesitant to go on Amazon. And I have been seeing, had I not had 2 pictures of him put on there, you can get weatherproof photographs, and I want to say they're maybe $70. They're not as much as you would think that they would be. They're much more reasonable buying them online. So that was a project that I worked on. So now let's move on to the next project. And this is my next treasure that I acquired this week. You know that saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure? Well, that is exactly what happened in this case. This belonged to a friend of mine. It is a Craftsman wood chipper. And it had actually been given to him. It's electric. He had never, I don't think he had used it. Maybe he had a family member that had a gas-powered one that he would use. But this is small, and this is perfect for me. And the reason I wanted the chipper, I realized that with the amount of planting that I do, I need really good soil. Soil is the most important component in your garden for the success of your garden. So you want it rich, rich, rich in all kinds of good minerals. And the easiest way to do this is to compost. So I decided this year I am ramping up my compost. I'm really going full force on this. So I wanted this chipper so that I could take the limbs in my yard and grind them up and put them in compost. These will break down just a whole lot faster. And then, of course, I have my chicken poo that I can mix in with that. So I am in the dirt making business now. I'm going to make my own compost so that I can have all of the soil, the good rich soil that I need for my plantings. And here we are at the last project and the last treasure for this week. So these are trees. Last Saturday, our local soil conservation office was giving out free trees, and it just happened to be like 32 degrees. It was bitter cold, and there just wasn't a lot of people. So it was one of those situations that, take as many as you'll plant. She doesn't care how many you take, she cares that you plant them. So in this bag we have pawpaws, and I have been looking for pawpaws to plant at the farm because in the food forest plan that I will have a lot of fruit and nut trees, and the pawpaw trees are just extremely expensive if you have to buy them online, if you can even find them. So in this case, I was able to get, and I'll put the paper up to show what all I got, but I got the pawpaw trees, I got flowering dogwood trees, and this one, I got a tulip poplar, white birch, and a pine that'll be really, really good for my little bird sanctuary that I'm working on. So let's talk just a little bit about these trees. These are bare root. these are dormant, and you may think, you know, why are you so excited about this? But I promise you, every single one of these trees are viable. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to put all of the trees in some water. I'm going to let them soak for about 6 hours. And then I have tubs that I have soil that I'm going to put them in. And I'm going to pot them up instead of leaving them in the bags. It's going to be about 3 weeks before I can get back to the farm to start planting. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in some soil and let them come out of their dormancy some before I start planting. But I will guarantee you that these trees, as small and as sad as they look, they will make a beautiful, beautiful tree. So there, as far as a monetary value, there's no telling what, if I had to purchase these online, how much they would have cost. I mean, I just couldn't have done it. So I'm so thankful for Michelle Estes and her aggressiveness in writing grants for us to be able to have trees. So I very much appreciate that, and I appreciate all of you all watching, and I appreciate all the comments that I've had this week. It's just really nice to engage with you all, and I'm very thankful for the community that we have, just loving, gardening, thrifting, repurposing. So we're just saving the planet and loving it. You all have a great day.